Hello and good day to everyone. I am Gwendolyn Islamka. Today we will be discussing installation art. So what is installation art? Because the word install implies to put something inside of something else. Installation art is a phrase that is commonly used to describe artwork that is located in three-dimensional or 3D interior space. It is frequently site-specific, meant to have a special architectural, conceptual, or social interaction with its physical surroundings, whether temporary or permanent. Installation art is a term for works room size or larger, in which the whole space is considered a single unified artwork. It's different from a gallery room filled with works by multiple artists or an exhibit space with a selection of works by one artist. The installation is one cohesive work of art. In addition to that, installation art developed in the 20th century. It grew out of artists working in the 1950s and 1960s who focused on conceptual art, which is art based on ideas rather than aesthetic qualities of finished works. Some artists began to create environments curating gallery spaces or organizing events that happen in the real world in a set period of time. Such work fit into the idea of room-size works. The term installation art began to be used in the 1970s. In terms of materials, most installation art has a certain element in common. Artists often create installation in mixed media. When we say mixed media, it uses more than one art medium. Such works might involve traditional arts like painting, sculpture, and textile as well as words, text, and utilitarian materials. Many installations incorporate found objects, cast of everyday materials, repurposed for use in art. Some installations use audio and video components as well as light and other technologies. Because they are large, most installations are site-specific. They created to be placed into and around a specific space like a large gallery in a modern art museum. Some installations involve actions by the artist as part of the artwork. Both factors result in most installations existing for a temporary or finite amount of time. So now let's talk about some of the famous artwork and creative work of some of the artists. The first artwork is an infinity mirror room. This artwork was made by Yayoi Kusama, a legendary Japanese artist, best known for his unique and colorful infinity rooms. This particular room uses multiple elements to construct a beautiful masterpiece. It uses metal, wood, plastic, mirrors, LED lighting system, and also rubber. So more on found objects, iyahang ginabuhat, and digital. So daghan ba ni siya mga installation art, but ang Infinity Mirror Room ang pinaka-famous niya nga installation art and very amazing pud kaayo nga artwork. Next artist is Olafur Eliasson. He is also a famous artist who works in many mediums, but he is widely known for his installation art by playing with simple elements like light, water, and mirrors. So the artist creates mesmerizing visual effects. So here are some of his more famous pieces of artwork. So the first one is the Weather Project. So Eliasson made this glowing orb from a semicircle of light, which is reflected by mirrored panels on the ceiling that complete the circle, lending the upper half of the sun a hazy, shimmering quality that mimics the real sun. So another artwork of Eliasson are the Verbal Work, the Flower Observatory, and the Olafur Inner Touch Sphere, and many more. Another artwork, The Cold Dark Matter, an exploded view by Cornelia Parker. It is one of the most striking and memorable installation artworks of recent times. To create this work, Parker filled an old shed with domestic junk, including old toys and tools. So, very amazing kay siya nga kind of installation artworks because it is made with old toys, mga junk na mga materials. We also have famous artists on installation art here in the Philippines. The first one is Luis Inanyo Yi, also known as John Yi. If I'm not mistaken, he is considered the father of installation art in the Philippines. So he is from Agusan del Norte and who always focused on two things in his artistic career: to document and explore life as a Filipino, and to creatively use indigenous materials as a means of sculptural expressions. So here are some of his famous pieces of artwork. So the first one is the wood things. So this is one of the creepy art but looks amazing. So as you can see, there are insects. So these insects are made of banana stalks and kapog pads. So katong lawas sa punuan sa saging o katong ginatawag nato na puso sa saging, so mao to siya ang gihimong materials ni Johnny. So very creative ka siya no, kay kung unsa to makita niya sa iyahang palibot, mao to iyahang gamiton nga artwork or pieces. Another artwork of Johnny is two falls made with wood, metal, and color, and the Siete Pintadas entitled Kulang sa Drum. So this art mixes with sculpted hardwoods, nylon, brass wire, and modern gadgets. So more on indigenous materials ang iyahang ginagamit sa iyahang artwork. Here in Tagum, we also have installation art located at Rotary Park, the newest landmark in Tagum, commonly known as Carabao. It is a gigantic monument of the national animal of the Philippines, showing image of hard work and resiliency stemming from its traditional use as the beast of burden. So it was made of metal scraps from the unserviceable hospital beds from the Southern Philippines Medical Center. So it is by Mindanaoan artist par excellence Kublai Milan. Another Filipino artist is Leroy New, who created a lot of artworks made with recycled materials, cables, plastic tube, electrical tubing, and other hardware source material to make a sculpture. He is famous with his interactive lights and sounds installation. So he is from General Santos City. And also, nagahimo po ni siya mga props made with recycled materials gihapon. So, there's a lot of famous Filipino artists pa no nga nagahimo og installation arts like sila Danny Celada, June Cabangis, David Medalla. So, if you are interested, kung gusto mo makakita ba sa ilahang mga installation arts, so you can search more about their artworks. Anyways, let's move forward. So we have texture. So when we talk about texture, it is the look and feel of a surface. In installation, texture are achieved through the natural tactile qualities of the found objects, included the installation. Sometimes texture is made by scraping the surface of the object or by the additions attached to it. So it is about adding more effect in your installation art. Like tiny shells, you can use it to attach to a rock to cover it. Like also a metal scrap, you can also use it to cover it with wood scrap to achieve an effect. Like for example, this kind of installation art, ma-feel nimo nga naa jud siya texture because daghan kay siya mga materials, mga found objects nga gigamit sa iyang art. Like this also, the installation art of Cornelia Parker, it is made of old toys nga gijunk or gipanglabay na ng mga dulaan. So through that materials naka-create siya artwork. Iya tong gipangtigom hantud sa madagan hantud nakahimo siya art nga ing-ani. So we are now in the shape. In installation art, shape is determined by the artist at planning stage and is formed at the process of working on the installation. In short, shape is about planning, creating formation, and constructing. In installation art, mag-una man jud na ang planning kung unsang artwork mo buhaton, then ang shaping or formation sa imong art, kung two-dimensional ba or three-dimensional aspect of form. As an artist, kailangan nimo buhaton og tarong ang iyang shaping, labi na sa pagplan sa angle, sa size o sa iyang curve. Kay nayuban man gud nga installation art mahiwi kay wala matarong ang angles, ang curve na sobraan, so it can really affect the artwork. So it's very important nga planuhon jud og tarong. So in installation art, ma-appreciate ra na sa viewer ang overall shape if the viewer stands at a distance from the artwork and when he or she goes around the installation piece because most of the installation art man good mga dagko jud na siya nga art. So as a viewer, it's nice kung sa layo na lang jud ta magtan-aw aron ma-appreciate nimo og maayo and then makita jud nimo og tarong ang shaping labi na ang beauty. I mean, kung gaano ito ka amazing tingnan. So that's the end of my report. Let us remember that all of this significant art of today stems from the conceptual art. These include the art of installation, political, feminist, and socially directed art. I hope you learned something about installation art. Thank you and God bless everyone.